scared. Everyone's busy today. They're all working for the next game.
Which is Utah, which has a whole other layer.
Exactly. Good
Things
times.
you gotta be worried about. Go ahead.
Hey, Rob, so first game as the official head coach of the Portland Thorns. You know, what were the emotions like out there?
It was a bit of a strange one, really. Sunday afternoon, obviously not like a full house as normal, but thanks to everybody who did come out and support us. I know it was a big day, pride in town, and we appreciated all the fans who came to give their support. And yeah, it seemed like the start, everything just seemed a little bit longer today. It was one of those Sunday afternoons, but I said I wanted it to be more fiesta than siesta, and that's what it turned out to be. So
Yeah, and then just what are your general thoughts on the match as well?
Overall pleased. Obviously change of shape that we've been working on. There's a bigger picture behind these next 4 weeks, so it was a case of making sure that we got it with live opposition and a different opposition who we knew would cause us some problems. I got some direct threats, some quality up top you saw in transition, so it was a chance for us to work out some kinks for sure. Lots of positives, but also a huge amount of work to do within that shape and organisation going ahead.
Yeah, speaking of just kind of the new shape that you kind of rolled out today, just what thoughts on that, and then could we possibly see more of that in the future as well?
Yeah, I mean, as one of the things I've said before, if I'd had a pre-season, and with every team I work through game models, we should have 2 or 3 looks to us, different platforms to build, different shapes in our organisation that should be fluid in games, across games, and across a season, so that the opposition, you know, keeps them guessing, but also gives us different looks, different strengths for different personnel. Obviously, when you got players like Marie and Kling and Rayner who can drop into a back 3 or equally be wing backs, players down the line like Nicole, it suits their game. Janine's played that at a high level with Manchester City, so it's something we need to us, because we'll need in-game changes, we'll need end-of-game scenarios, so it's important. Obviously, I haven't had a pre-season. I said I think leading into the break I'd had actual 16 full training sessions with the team, so to get 3 this week was a blessing. We won't get as many over the next 2 weeks, unfortunately, with the schedule, but yeah, just important for us to evolve tactically, to continue to build the group, challenge the group, so that the worst place you can be in is a comfort zone in football.
Yeah, and then Issa Obeys subbed off a little early today. Was that a planned sub?
No, she's been struggling, so we need to get her looked at. We haven't solved the puzzle. I know they've been working hard to build. The break probably didn't do her the best, and had to travel and go back home and didn't get any football under her belt. Obviously, we're trying to build her, but it's a slow burner. We have to build her tolerance. So we thought 45 to 60 maybe today. But she was feeling some discomfort, so no point in taking any chances, and we'd already prepared and briefed Nally that she was going to play probably a half of football anyway, and went in there, and I thought we'd done really well. Another clean sheet, pleased for Emmy, pleased for Nally. So yeah.
Yeah, just speaking of how fun was it to see as coach so many players get minutes today, and then a lot of first-time goal scorers as well. How rewarding is that as a coach?
Yeah, 5 different goal scorers. I think the expected goals was through the roof, 26 shots. You can't ask for a lot more in terms of that output. There's a lot more to come in terms of the way we can play, and obviously there'll be tougher tests ahead. But a big shout out to Mally McKenzie. We brought her in. She was a right winger in college. Mike looked at her at the start of the year, and I think we played her as a right full-back in pre-season. She's trained a lot as centre-back because she's got the physical tools and capacity to do that. And then we've thrown all that out the window and thrown her at right wing when Anna Diaz got stuck in New York in the cyber strike. So we had a lot of players returning from international duty, obviously, players missing, and to have a player like Mally who's versatile, can play anywhere down the outside, really. I thought she was excellent. Probably deserved to get on the score sheet, as unfortunate not to, but had a hand in the first goal and other good chances. And yeah, pleased for Olivia Waikatoa, her first start, and getting on the goal. Brilliant from Kling. I thought Kling was excellent as well. Finding the pockets, her use of the ball in the final third, cleverness. This was a game that we thought would suit her, and she was very, very good. So yeah, collective effort. and 5 different goal scorers. Really pleased from. Sent the crowd home happy.
Yeah, and then you kind of touched on it, but having so many young players get to step up, but then you also had some great leaders, Sink find the back of the net, Kling tallying those assists. How does that feel to have such a wide range of players step up for this game?
It's important, obviously, look at the leadership there, and obviously we made Sink captain today. We've got Becky back in the back line, who's been captain throughout the season so far, and then Kling finishing the job with the armband. Wow, I mean, so much experience. When you're missing key international players, and you just need, it could be a game that we could have got flustered, we could have got involved in, little shirt pulling or antics that might have taken us away from our football. But when you've got those out in the field, the work that we've done in the training ground, they can calm everybody down, use the ball. It was great seeing Becky overlapping as a centre-back, Kelly overlapping as a centre-back in the back three. That's how positive and bold we wanted them to be. And then I thought Rayner came on and completed that magnificently as well. Like, great position for us. So, no, happy to have that experience, obviously.
Yeah, and then this is a new cup. How does it feel to be a part of a new tournament and get to experience teams that we don't normally get to experience? Yeah,
I said to the players as sort of my pre-game speech was just this opportunity, really. Opportunity for individuals, opportunity for us collective, and opportunity to play a different opposition. Obviously, as a Canadian national team coach for many, many years, I played many a good Mexican team, and they handed it to me a couple of times in World Cup qualifying, so it was nice for us to get one back on them. And it's important to expose players, especially the younger players and players that are developing, and to have different opportunities, different opposition. Obviously, we know with our league we get different climates and different altitudes and everything else. So all of those experiences are opportunities for them to grow and learn and develop. And hopefully we can take that forward, and they can continue to push for minutes.
Yeah, and then last thing, how much thought goes into your suit for every game? Is there a different method each time?
None. Phone me daughter, like my eldest daughter Hayden takes care of me, and I just said to her, summer cup, should I go dark grey, light grey, green? What you thinking? She's like, it's the summer cup. Go green. I've got a lighter green rather than my usual darker green 3-piece. So she was like, that's a good summery outfit for today. And it was warm out there at the start after the storms this morning. So I was pleased to remove the jacket at times this afternoon.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys.